Sawadee Kap. Okay, March 20th. It's Saturday here, early in the morning. Where am I? There I am. Hello, Sawadee. A positive mental attitude, which is really what the whole book's about, but since this is a winning attitude for March, he talks about that yesterday. Yesterday was you cannot look at others through a foggy mental attitude, which it's 7:20 a.m. and I admit I have a foggy mental attitude. No coffee yet. I did buy a new coffee pot yesterday, and I'm very excited about that, but I haven't taken the old one out and put the new one in yet. So I am talking to you before I have coffee. That could be dangerous. We'll see where it goes. Positive mental attitude is an irresistible force that knows no such thing as an immovable body. Okay, so there's the old, well, I'm not going to say it because I'm sure it will be in here. Time and again, we hear stories about ordinary people who do seemingly impossible things when they find themselves in an emergency situation. They perform Herculean feats of strength and endurance, things they never dreamed they were capable of doing. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could harness that strength and make it available anytime you needed it? You can, if you believe you can. No doubt you can remember a time in your life when you were exceptionally focused on your objective, a time when you achieved more in less time than ever before. Perhaps it was an impending vacation that motivated you to get everything done before you departed, or perhaps it was a must-pass exam that helped you focus your concentration. The intensity, turn the page, that you developed in those situations is always available to you when you have a positive mental attitude. All right, so he didn't. So the one time I didn't step on my dick and talk about it, and then he says it a sentence later. They talk about an irresistible force moving against an immovable object. Like, what's going to give, right? Science, physics. That's a very common, expression, and it describes two people who both believe they're right and fight and fight and fight. Think politics last year, right? The liberals and the right wing button heads back and forth. I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right. Okay, and neither one was going to budge. Neither one was going to change their mind and vote for the other party or guy. So what he's saying is, because, and once again, the thing I think he was missing throughout this month is the fact that you control your positive mental attitude. A lot of people buy a gym membership or a tanning salon membership. And the reason tanning salons do that, it's on purpose, but what I'm about to say, you already know. You don't go, right? A lot of people, January 1st, New Year's resolution, I'm going to get in shape this year. And so getting in shape means going to the gym. Well, you buy the membership and you feel good and you go have a snack, maybe some pizza, or for me, barbecue, a treat, something you like, a big juicy burger with bacon, because, you've done good. You're proud of yourself. You signed up. That signals intent. That implies you're really going to do it this year. And then, I don't know, 1 week later, 1 month later, 1 quarter later, a year later, at some point, you're not, like, if you're like most Americans, you're not going to the gym. But some people never go. Some people never ever go that very first time because they're busy. Well, I can't make it tonight because I've got such and such, but I'll go then, right? So the point of all that is you control it. You control when you go to the gym. You control how hard you work out, on what machines, and for how long, and the intensity and all that. You're in control. Nobody's making you go to the gym except yourself, your own desire, to get in shape or lose weight or whatever made you want to join in the first place. But buying the membership, reading the book, watching the video, and then not doing anything, it's not enough. You actually can force yourself to have a positive mental attitude. Now, will you? Well, that's entirely up to you. And I've said before on this channel, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the results from having a positive mental attitude and from thinking a different way? Are you going to let the negative thoughts that creep into everybody's head defeat you? I don't let them defeat me. Do I have them? Sure, everybody does. But I defeat them. I battle them because I choose to have a positive mental attitude. Will you? Right? That's entirely up to you. And so what Napoleon's saying today is, how great is that? Is that you can have superhuman strength without going to the gym, simply by focusing on eliminating negative thoughts and replacing them and building up and nurturing your positive mental attitude. You know, we could switch to nutrition real quick. For many, many years in my life, I had fried eggs or scrambled eggs with cheese, or omelet, you know, with cheese, some kind of meat, which was breakfast sausage, ham, or bacon. Usually bacon. Bacon's my favorite, of course, because it's the fattiest, and fat equals flavor, for breakfast. Now here, oh boy, what do I have to look forward to this morning when I get up? Oatmeal with fruit, you know, papaya or pineapple or strawberry, the amount of strawberries, mango, whatever. That's my breakfast 9 days out of 10. Do I look forward to it? No. Am I excited by it? No. Does it taste good? No. But my body reacts directly, proportionately to what I put in it. For years and years and years, I put bacon, egg, and cheese into it, which tasted absolutely delicious, and made my eyes roll in my back of the head when I bit it, and I was happy, and I was like, oh, this is so good. And I was 300 pounds, and I had 2 heart attacks and a stroke and cancer, and right? So I paid for it. I paid for what I ate. So here, I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't want to have a third heart attack, especially considering 30% of the people who have a heart attack die. The first heart attack, one and done. So I'm pushing my luck. I've had 2. I don't want a third. That means eating pasty gruel every friggin' morning to kind of clear out all the damage that I've done to my body, the arteries and stuff over the years. I choose to do that every frigging morning. Do I like it? No. I like the ham and egg and cheese, or bacon, egg, and cheese, just like you do. You know, bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. You know, fatty, butter-layered croissant. That's like, is there anything better in the world? No. But it kills you. There is that, right? So I stopped. Not permanently. Have I had ham and eggs and cheese here? Yeah. Yeah, sure have, but not every day. Definitely not every day. It's switched over to the yogurt, fruit, granola, oatmeal, just juice. There's days I just have carrot juice, vegetable juice. Once again, not hashtag good times, not fun, but what I need to do. So my point of all this is you can do that with your head. You can choose to have a positive mental attitude, like I choose to put good nutrition in my body, and your mind will appreciate it just like my body appreciates being 37 pounds less. And I haven't weighed myself since I've been down here. I don't know, it could be more, it could be less. I'm going based off of the 119 kilos I weighed up in Pi in February. So I do not know what I weigh now, but I feel good. I have energy, so it works, and so does this as far as putting good stuff in your head. That's it for today. I'm going down to San Patong, south of Hangdong. So I'm actually going to head out in like 15-20 minutes to get the fuel filter changed on the truck, and that's it. I finished everything yesterday. I'm going to do a video later today about a tale of 2 dealers, the 2 Ford dealers that I went to, and the differences. And I purposely didn't have the good dealer do the fuel filter because I want to get a relationship established with this mechanic. He's a local mechanic. He doesn't speak English. Went with me, I guess Tuesday last week, and chat, and we talked and we pointed. So now he knows the part. We identified where the fuel filter is on the truck. It is in the engine bay, which I'm old school. I'm used to it being like a Coke can in line between the gas tank. There's a hard line, the fuel filter, like again, long tubular thing. It looks like an old ignition coil or an old Coke can. And then the line goes up to the engine, to the fuel pump, and pumps up into the carburetor or the fuel injection later. Here, it's a big fat, like a coffee can, and it's inside a little container up in the engine bay, like next to where you'd normally see the air cleaner on a car, old-fashioned car carburetor air cleaner, in the middle of the engine. Right to the right of that is where this fuel filter is. So we found it last Tuesday. She told him he needs a new one. Do I need a new one? The truck is 3 years old with only 5,000 miles on it, but it's sat. So anytime a truck just sits or a car just sits, it's cheap insurance. I'd be surprised if it cost me more than 300 baht. Like 300 to 500 baht is what I'm expecting to pay today for the fuel filter and the labor. It's cheap, $10, less than 20 bucks. It's a fuel injected engine, so there's pressure. The high pressure has to be relieved. You need a mechanic. You don't want to change this yourself, unless the filter is pre-pump, which like the old ones. But I don't know. I don't want to mess around with it. It's actually right next to the injectors. You can see the lines feeding in. Take it to the mechanic. So now after today, I'll have done. And I can use Google Translate, even though it doesn't get everything perfect. It's enough to talk to this guy in the future. And after I get this done today, now I've got the good Ford dealer, who I will go back to for dealer-specific items. I've got oil change place. I've got a key place. I've got the mechanic, right? And he's in Sampatong. He's 20 minutes to half an hour south, but still, it makes up for it in the price. He will charge less than any Ford dealer ever will. So I'm happy with the Ford dealer. I like him. I'll give him my business. But, the more expensive the repair, the more likely I am to use this guy, right? Because he'll save me money. And the bigger ticket items, he'll fix. And the AC, I got the AC place too, who is the ones who found the fuse, misplaced. So they said, free. Go, fat boy, be free. And I was like, okay, thank you. There's 100 baht, $3, but 100 baht covers his time. That's like their labor rate there. So, you know what I mean? So they're starting to line up. I'm starting to have my go-to places like I did in Jacksonville. Same. So positive mental attitude, eliminate the negative. There you go. I can't, I re-aggravated a rotator cuff thing when I was cleaning the bike yesterday. I'm old, man. I am fucking old. Jesus Christ, I can't lift my shoulder up above this point from buffing a bike out with my hand, just by hand rubbing a bike for an hour. It fucked up. It's an old injury that reappears sometimes, so I need to get it operated on. It was actually my intention when I came here to be a medical tourist and get my arm operated on while I was living here, and it went away. It stopped hurting, so I never got it operated on, and it's back. So yeah, it's probably this year I'll wind up going to the hospital and having it operated on. Just something with the rotator cuff, because it hurts right in here off the collarbone, and the problem is lifting the arm. I can move it like this, no problem. But as soon as I go to try to do this, it's like, ow. So sleeping last night was real interesting because I kept forgetting it was, injured or whatever. And it, I was up at 2:30. I was up at 3:40. I was up at 5:20. And then finally I just got up at 7 something. So yay. Yay me. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to shower, grab some coffee, and go down to the dealer, Sampatong, not dealer, the mechanic in Sampatong, and get the fuel filter changed, and the truck is done. the good dealer, there's the good dealer and the bad dealer, right? The good dealer finished everything else. I got the radios, the speakers in the truck, the radios working in the truck, which it had been, but the bad dealer disconnected it because they were pissed I didn't do the work there. I didn't give them 30,000 baht for, 6,000 baht worth of work. What else? The airbag lights off. They plugged somebody had unplugged, and that was in from day one. The minute I bought the truck, the AC was blowing warm and the airbag light was on. Both of those were simply a fuse moved and a harness unplugged underneath the seat, which indicates a seat belt problem, which throws the airbag light. You're like, oh, it's the airbag. It's been in a crash. No, somebody unplugged a wire prior to the auction, because that was from day one. The radio worked the day I picked it up. When I took it back from the bad Ford dealer, the radio didn't work. They had unplugged it. The good dealer found it, plugged it back in. So everything's working. AC is blowing good. Airbag lights off. The two speakers are up in the corner. That's it. The center cap. The key, the second key, I didn't order from the dealer either. I ordered from Lazada, and when that gets here, I have to have it cut at that key place where we did the second key for the Filano, and I have to have it programmed, which I'll do off of a YouTube video. I'll watch a YouTube video how to program a key for a 2018 Ford Razor. Open the door, click the button 3 times, whatever. There's always like a method for the dealers to marry the remote key to the truck, and I'll do that. I'll follow the YouTube. I've done it before on other cars, so I'll do it here. That's the great thing about Thailand. You still get YouTube, so it's still a resource for me. All right, that's it. I'm gonna hop in, like I said, hop in the shower, get some coffee, and then grab some breakfast on the way down there. Sen Patang. Oh, fuck me. I'll talk to you later.